everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Today we're continuing on our list of our top 50. Now last week I gave you 11 when I should have gave you 10, but we're going to go from 39 to 31 today. And there are some really fantastic games that you're going to scratch your head and go, wow, these should be higher on this list, or you're going to go, I've never heard of any of these games. So without further ado, why don't we just start off with number 39. And number 39 is an absolute glorious game. And like I said, with the thousands of games that come out every year and such, if you even make it into this top 50, you are an all-time classic in my mind. And this one here is from probably one of the best companies out there today, and that is Chip Theory Games. And number 39 is Cloudspire. I absolutely love this game. It's kind of a MOBA type of thing. I guess that's what they call it. But to me, it's just a great game. And I enjoy playing it solo. I even like it more with another person. Justin and I have been playing it a lot lately. As you can see, I believe it's, yeah, well, we got it somewhere along here. I've got all the expansions here and everything for it. Boy, where'd it go? But nevertheless, it's definitely here. And it's one of the things that I keep here, along with Too Many Bones, in my glorious, beautiful case that it comes with. This is just a fantastic game. The story behind it, everything that goes with it, it's something special, and you really have to experience it to enjoy it, and I highly suggest it. Cloudspire at number 39. At number 38 is a game that you're probably seen live, and I just done a recent I did a actual playthrough and a review of it, and see, now I don't even have to put the little thing up in the corner because I'm holding it right here, and that's 7TV Fantasy. This shot right up because of how you can just tell a fantastic story with this box set, and use any miniature that you have. It really, I love the whole plot points. I love the movie feel to it. I love the trilogy act to it, and it just leaves such openness, and it's something I really suggest. And at number 38 is this game, and it is a fantastic miniature game, and it is just a lot of fun. At number 37 is an all-time game. I've played this numerous times. It falls into the Wings of Glory category, only it's Sails of Glory. And boy, oh boy, this is just you want to talk about a Napoleonic era type of game and beautiful ships, and as only Ares can do. This is just one of those games that I enjoy getting to the table, playing, and having a ton of fun with. And it is just absolutely glorious, and that is Sails of Glory. Check it out. You could still get it and everything, and I just think it's one of those games that you would really enjoy. At number 36 is a very old card game from I think it was Upper Deck at one point. No, Pinnacle, actually. Pinnacle did this, I believe. And it is a World War II game called The Last Crusade. Now, it's played as if the cards are actually miniatures, and you set up this mini type of terrain board, because there's different types of terrain, and you play through this, and it's just so much fun. You have to use your resources wisely, because if you get things blowed up too quickly, you're going to find that you're not going to be able to pay the resources to pay the equipment out of your hand and get it into, first of all, you're defending your headquarters, and you're trying to get it onto the board. And it's not the easiest thing in the world. but it is probably one of the most fun games. And later on, they had came out with a Russian expansion, which is kind of hard to get, so you can kind of do Stalingrad and stuff like that. But it's one of those games that I don't think I'll ever get rid of, and I absolutely love, and that is The Last Crusade. Check it out. I think you can find it on, you could get a starter deck for about $4, and that's all you need to get going. And you can find it on Noble Knight Games, I think. Really, really great game, and I really suggest it, especially if you're a World War II buff or you just like collectible card games. Number 36, The Last Crusade. At number 35 is a game from our friends over at Fantasy Flight Games, and that is Lord of the Rings Journey into Middle-earth. First of all, painting this up was just fantastic. I really, really enjoy this game. The more that they've come out with, the more I've enjoyed it. There is a lot going on. It uses an app, but the app doesn't overtake the game. And that's one of the things I really, really enjoyed about it. And it's just a lot of fun. And that's Lord of the Rings Journey to Middle Earth. I really highly suggest you get it before it goes out of print. At number 35 is a game that Fantasy Flight Games has just announced that they kind of took over for, I think it was Mobius. And it's a game that I had purchased a Kickstarter because I had saw that they re-released it, a Richard board game, which was done in the early 90s, which was just fantastic. And that is Mutant Chronicles, Siege of the Citadel. Boy, do I love this game. This is just one of those games that I've just played and really enjoyed. It really inspired me to get back into it when I saw a very bad video by a bunch of guys just clowning around and making a mockery of the game. You know, everything's a joke instead of focusing on the game. If you're going to do playthrough, at least try to give the game the respect that it deserves. So, but it got me back into it, and I realized how much I love the old one, and I love this one. And Mutant Chronicles Siege of the Citadels is an absolute, just fun Richard Borg type of game, which, what can you say, right? At number 33 is an oldie but a goodie, and it's probably one of the most complicated games you will ever play, and that's Magic Realm. The rules are very, very tough to get through, but when you get going with this game just has first of all, it has a charm to it. And being one of the first really deep role-playing type of board games, this one, Avalon Hill masterpiece, and to this day, one of my most prided games in my collection is Magic Realms. I absolutely love that game. It'll never leave my collection. A lot of memories from the old days, and a lot of memories going forward. And it's just one of those ones I refuse to let go. And at number 33, Magic Realms. At number 32, this one may not be the greatest war game of all time, but for me, it was the start of those bookcase games for me, and that is Panzer Blitz. I love this game. As simplistic as it may seem at times, it's just one of those games that every time I look at it, I just remember a couple snowstorms that we got in a row when I was a kid. And of course, you're stuck in the house, and we just set up that game and we just played and just really enjoyed ourselves. Me and my brother, my friends, we just enjoyed just the experience and the theme and how thematic it was and how you got sucked into it, and the battles that we would have and play and just enjoy ourselves to no end. And Panzer Blitz is an all-time classic in my mind, and for me, just tons and tons of memories, and just an all-time classic that bounces up and down on this list, but it's only because when I take it out, I just get flooded with memories and just really enjoy playing with my son. And finally on our list, coming in at 31, we're only doing 9 because then we're going to be able to do 30 to 21 and just do it right and make sure that we get where we have to get. And that is Madara. Madara is a Japanese role-playing board game in the same likeness of or grandeur of Kingdom Death Monster in a lot of ways for me. The miniatures are absolutely beautiful. What Succubus Publishing has done with this is just absolutely glorious. It's a lot of fun. It's a deep, deep game, and it has just hours upon hours upon hours of playability. It's supported beautifully. It's one of my favorite, dungeon crawl type of games. It just has this magic about it, this beauty about it, the artwork, the gameplay, the dice chucking, everything it does not just well, but does great, as does most of these games on this list. Just one that I am in awe of and I absolutely adore. So there you have it, folks. From 39 to 31, we've got 30 more games to go. Who's going to be top on this list? Who's going to be number 1? There's some debate. People think they know what's going to be number 1. I think you're going to be shocked when you find out who the number 1 game of all time is. Or maybe you won't be. Or maybe it's just more of the same, and I just psyching you up to try to watch this. Nah, that's not me. You know that. So until next time, we'll see you next week when we are doing 30 to 21, and boy, are there some great games on that list. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody.